This video may contain spoilers of the AFC. Remember that you've been warned. The third season of Ted Lasso has been an intense ride as we have seen Ted experiencing multiple breakdowns and revelations, Rebecca discovering herself and accepting her situation at present, and Nate's redemption plot. Roy still has feelings for Kylie. Jamie's maturing as well as growth. There have been many moments in football that have had huge impact. There's one thing was in the pipeline for some time and is exactly what appears like it's about to be dealt with in the upcoming season finale. This is also the main topic which Ted was looking to discuss during the final moments of the episode 11. It would be worthwhile to break it down, outlining what I believe this discussion is about, and also pointing to the important instances that have revealed what's to come. Now let's begin. This is the last scene of Ted Lasso Season 3, Episode 11. It explains the story. To let you know that this clip will include spoilers, let's get straight to the main point. The conversation Ted will have with Rebecca will be the moment when he informs her that he is leaving the club in his role as manager and will be returning to America, the way it seems like the whole season of the show was progressing towards. I'll take the remainder of the film to you by using the major reasons for what's going on and also the clues we've uncovered. What makes Ted wish to go away and return to his home country? Ted is leaving since he's missing his family back to his home in the States as well as being with his son Henry. Through the third season of the series, we've been witness to the argument which has been on Ted's head over whether he wants to remain in the UK as a coach for AFC Richmond or go home and spend time together with his son Henry. The whole season began with the painting being shown to us. He said goodbye to Henry in the airport as well as holding the Lego replica of the Premier League trophy in his hands, displaying both sides in his eyes. This has been at the center of the discussion since the start of the season, like we could see with the sorrowful Samble face that he had present in his face during the opening few minutes of Season 3. Ted is not only a dedicated fan of the club but also deeply committed to his work at AFC Richmond. However, I strongly believe that his mother's visit served as the final catalyst for Ted to realize the importance of pursuing his true passion and fulfilling his dream of building a meaningful relationship with Henry. Henry is a doctor. Henry is Dr. Jacob has been in his life for a while, almost taking on the role of father figure even though Ted isn't there. There was something troubling Ted as well as the notion that Henry was missing him greatly. Two factors that influence the most significant person within his own life. Therefore, it's the perfect now the time for Ted to return home. What clues have been given to us? We've seen plenty of clues and hint that Ted was adamant to return home, and this was exactly what transpired at the conclusion of Season 3. In the opening sequence that we witnessed the sorrow in Ted's eyes over the idea of saying goodbye to his son. Also, in the exact episode, near the conclusion we learned that Michelle was with Dr. Jacob was in the room when Ted was in a video chat together with Henry. It was a thing that sat in Ted's mind and he became jealous of another male was in the role of an adult figure when Ted did not exist. Also, we witnessed a large variety of times Ted saw people who cared about each other being with one another. It also reminded him of the fact that he had been depriving him and his son this kind of emotion. It could be Kylie, Roy, and Jamie in the latest episode, or people just going out in the nightclub and having a social gathering and Sam and his dad having a good time. The show brought Ted consider his personal experience and that very thing which he was not allowing himself to experience in that particular moment. It was also episode 6 on the series, which proved to be a pivotal moment for Ted's character. The team traveled to Amsterdam and it was clear that Ted spent the majority of his time alone in a typical American-type restaurant. The photo of him standing before the American flag was harrowing and one that stuck in my mind and showed what he really was looking for and his ultimate goal being back home. Ted put a smile at times whenever he entered the room as well as when it was time to smell the same barbecue sauce he would use, as he watched the game with his dad, and it brought back fond memories of the home he grew up in. His father was mentioned in the show showed that the man felt like that he had missed out on creating those memories of his own son. Also, we saw Ted as being at the brink of experiencing panic attacks all through the season, and they would always result from getting away from the phone with Michelle and thinking about his time home in the States or considering Henry. A major moment in which home was in the forefront of his head was during the conversation between Michelle and Dr. Jacob took Henry to the side of London before heading off to Paris. On this episode, we witnessed Ted having a great time with Henry, his son. It was also clear that even though it was true that Dr. Jacob was in his son's life, it wasn't enough to take away the role of father figure as Ted had been to Henry. It actually revealed the extent to which Henry was a fan of Ted and how much void was felt in his life as he was the only one the way he was treated in a continuous manner. During a phone conversation with Rebecca, Ted opened up about the end of his romance with Michelle. However, he emphasized that despite this setback, his bond with Henry remained intact. Ted recognized the importance of not dwelling on the past and expressed his determination to take decisive action in the near future. In leaving, he'll have been making his current day focus on what's important to him and will be enjoying every minute of it. But the last crucial thing we witnessed in the film was when Ted's mom was visiting him, telling him that Henry loved the man. However, while that was significant, but it also included all that went on related to what she said, as well as the things Ted expressed and believed about his mother. Ted expressed his frustration, attributing his confusion in the present day to his mother's actions. He felt incapable of properly grieving his father's passing due to his mother's desire to conceal the family's flaws. Instead of facing the real issues surrounding his father's death, Ted felt compelled to undergo similar challenges, which only added to his confusion. Ted grieves for his dad each day. You know it due to his fond memories were shared with him as well as the opportunities he missed that are mourned by him. Therefore, he understands the importance of the positive impact a father can provide. But since he lost his father and the sadness never been taken care of professionally, he's trying to apply the same concept in his personal relation to Henry because he is afraid that he'll one day be losing his son, so he isn't going to be too close to him. This way, the hurt doesn't get too bad even if he decides to leave. Now, after overcoming the fear of speaking to his mom, he's prepared to leave. There are some clues. When the credits started running on episode 11, there was a tune that was played in the background. After that, Ted stated that he was looking to convey to Rebecca that he had something to say. It was a song. When I consider home, I imagine an area where there's the love that is overflowing. That surely points towards the notion that Ted might be about to inform Rebecca the fact that he'll return to home. The title of this final episode in the season is named So Long Farewell, an expression that's often spoken when the person telling it has no intention of returning anytime or soon in any way. This could be a hint towards Ted going away. All of these things are in line with the things Ted will say to Rebecca during the final episode of the series. There's a chance that we don't be able to witness the conversation taking place and how the show operates. The show's unpredictable nature adds to its allure, but I am certain that the forthcoming conversation between Ted and Rebecca will have a profound impact. During this pivotal moment, Ted will reveal his intention to resign as the manager of AFC Richmond after the conclusion of the campaign's final fixture. The ramifications of Ted's decision to step down as the manager of AFC Richmond following the final fixture of the campaign are certain to be profound. This pivotal choice will undoubtedly have a lasting impact, shaping the trajectory of the story. It is highly unlikely that Ted will be leaving his position before that crucial moment, ensuring that the narrative will continue to unfold with anticipation and intrigue. This moment has actually been all season long to be made. From the first frame until the finale in episode 11, the scene is so thought-provoking and exquisitely crafted. I'm looking forward to the final episode of the season show, and no matter how sad it is, the show is something I cannot look forward to seeing. This is it, the moment that ended Ted Lasso Season 3, Episode 11 Explained. If you'd like to view additional videos like finales, explanations of theories and theories, character breakdowns and prediction and character breakdowns, click the icon instead or go to my channel where you'll be able to find videos of them all. If you'd prefer to offer me a movie or show you'd like me look over, go to my Twitter account at brainpilot_ and tweet me with the show or film you'd like me review the next time. Finally, if you'd like to know how I have to say about the most recent movies which don't make it to the top cards, it's a video that's been made specifically for you. Go to my profile on Letterboxd. This is where I review the most recent updates in real time. What do you think will be the next thing to be discussed? Write a comment below and remember to join. See you again next time.